so good to be with you this morning.
It is. Good morning. Good morning.
And I'm Nancy Cason. I have a little gift shop downtown across the street from the museum on Inman Street called the Red Ribbon. And my cohort,
Brene Beatty, retired volunteer at large.
And she's loving every minute of it, folks.
Except Nancy keeps saying, if you need somebody to do something, call Brene.
I volunteer a lot. I
Yes,
really
she
do.
does. She
I
does.
really, really do.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm going to change my phone number.
oh, please don't do that. But I can still run you down on the
That's
internet.
right.
We normally don't get real concerned about the weather, but we thought we would just mention that it's going to be hot today. H-O-T, hot. I mean, it's
And
not
that's
going
in
to be.
all caps.
Yes, yes.
Try sizzling. You know, and it was hot yesterday afternoon, but not like it's going to be today.
No.
And I was driving down Keith Street, and there was this, excuse me, if you know who I'm talking about, idiot. It was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, jogging on the Greenway.
Good for them.
I said, yeah, and then when I got where I was going, I heard an ambulance, and I said, better know where they're going.
Yes, yes.
Gosh,
Oh,
people.
look here. The weather just says really, really,
Really
hot.
hot.
And that's it, folks. So we do want to remind you, check on your neighbors, especially if you have elderly neighbors. Check on them and be sure that their air conditioning is working or they have fans. And if you have animals,
Make sure that they have shade. If you can't bring them in if you can. Make sure they have shade and lots of water. You know, I was telling you about my hospice foster Art.
Yes.
He stays outside a lot. I got him one of those little 3-foot kiddie pools.
Yeah.
And he just reclines in that up to here. And then the other day it wasn't really all that hot, so he's kind of old. He's real old,
Yes,
not
he
kind
is.
of old. And so I didn't think he needed to get wet that day. So I poured all the water out, and he went over and he was standing in it, and he was looking around like, what happened here?
okay, Art may not be as bad off as you think Art is.
know.
Really, absolutely.
But please make sure they have water and shade. And take the hose and hose them down a little
if
bit
they,
or something.
if they will
Yeah.
allow you to. As soon
Yes.
as I turn the hose on, well, we don't have dogs, but we have the neighborhood dogs.
Yeah.
And they scatter like,
Yeah, my two don't like the hose,
No, they
but
don't.
Art loves the water. Of course,
Well-
he's an English setter too.
well, see, we had a Springer Spaniel,
genetic,
and before we moved to the water, we had one of those kiddie pools, and Major loved. He'd just
Yeah.
lay in it and blow bubbles. So,
I know.
you know, they do love it.
They do, they do.
Now, this is that time of the morning when you get out your paper and pencil and you write down some things that we're going to tell you that you need to be aware of today or this weekend. And the first one,
Coming up in the future.
coming up in the future.
Yeah.
In the near future.
Yeah.
Last week we had with us someone from Truesdale School, and so I want to remind you their talent show is Friday night and Saturday night of this week.
Yes.
I think all of the reserve seats, $25, are already gone, but $10 a ticket, and you can call Truesdale School 479-7130, 479-7130, and get your tickets, and they will take your credit card, and they'll do a will call at the
Yeah,
door.
you can pick 'em up at
That's
the door.
Friday night and Saturday night at the new Fine Arts Center at Bradley High School beginning at 7 o'clock, and these folks put on a really great show.
They do.
And
And they
so-
just put their heart and soul in it.
They do.
And as she said when she was here, she said every show and every rehearsal is a different show.
That's right.
It's you never know what's
So
going to happen.
you might
So-
even want to go Friday and Saturday night.
Exactly, exactly.
But it should be a lot of fun. So, and it's a fundraiser for Truesdale School. So,
Mm-hmm.
so get out this weekend, and it's really nicely air conditioned in that facility. So,
Yeah.
you know, so for
It'll be
$10
a
you might
cool
want to go
place
sit. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and now another one of our best kept secrets in Bradley County, the Cleveland Library. They're showing Road to Zanzibar. I love, of course, some of you people probably don't remember. But anyway, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby and Dorothy Lamour in the Road to series.
The Road to. That's right. The Road to.
They are absolutely fabulous movies, hysterical. So anyway, they're showing that Tuesday at the library. Whoops, that was this past Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
Never mind, you
Uh-oh,
missed it.
you missed
Maybe
it.
they'll show it again.
Uh-oh,
I
sorry.
just saw it. Nancy
Uh-oh.
handed me this, and there's a big red X.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it had a big red X on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, anyway,
Mhm.
well, there are still a few spaces available at the resume.
Learn how to write your resume.
I know it. I'm going back to bed.
I think maybe I've yawned all the way over here, so
I
this
know.
this is going to be pretty
Okay.
bad.
Anyway, computer classes are free. You need to call the library and make your reservations. They do charge $5, and it just kind of holds your spot. And when you put that $5 up, then that means that you'll come And you won't just say you're going to come and not show up, and then somebody else gets knocked out of the seat.
But don't you get that money back?
You get your money back.
Okay, I thought you did. Yeah.
No problem, no problem. And then the teens will be having an improv comedy class on Friday, tomorrow, as the library opens after hours for teens ages 13 to 17. Who Night, Doctor Who episodes, and bow tie making will be activities for Saturdays. And all programs are from 7 to 9 p.m. That sounds like fun.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
Hadn't heard of him in a long time.
Absolutely, absolutely not. Now, this afternoon from 4 to 7 is the farmer's market at First Street Square.
Yes.
And folks, it's wonderful. I mean, people bring out some really nice vegetables.
And go now before they all dry up.
Absolutely. But yesterday I saw the neatest thing. Somebody sent it to me on YouTube.
Not iTunes?
Not iTunes, YouTube. And this gentleman took corn that was still in the husk, put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, brought it out, cut the end where the stalk is off, grabbed hold of the top end of it where all the silks come out and everything, shook it, and the corn cob came out, no silks on it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. No silks on it, no nothing. Now, we have someone from the cannery today that may tell me that I've lost my mind, but I did see this guy do this yesterday. And I mean, shook it, and there it came out, and it was perfect.
And those silks are just the bane of my existence. They get all over everywhere. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really neat.
And if you're canning corn, that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. We may have to talk to the county about getting a big microwave for the cannery.
Oh.
For people who are canning it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. McMinn's Living Heritage Museum is having an appraisal fair. So that is going to be on July the 21st, and it's going to be from 10 until 3 p.m. And so you need to go through, just bring 1 or 2 small items, maybe 1 big, 1 small, something like that. And the cost is $5 for the appraisal. It's a fundraiser for the museum. And let's see, for registration guidelines, you can go to the museum website at livingheritagemuseum, all one word, .com, or call Mary Alton at the museum at 423-745-0329 between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and find out all their guidelines and everything.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and we were talking about, I think it's passed now, but they have them regularly. Kay Smith at the Extension Office has that Grandma's Yellow Pie Plate
It's today.
It is?
It's
Okay.
today from 2 to 4.
And
now, I'm going to bet you that class is full.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, because Brene and I had to wait a couple of sessions because we just kept
get in it.
messing
But she
around
keeps-
thinking we could do
And
it
we
didn't
thought
work
we
that
were
way.
spatial, but
Yeah, we weren't spatial.
Not
No.
that spatial.
So you can call over there, 728-7001. It's from 2 to 4 today, and there's a $10 fee, but you
The
get a
book is-
$12 book, and you get all these things told to you. But but you can check, and if they're full, you can get
They'll
your name
take your
on the
name.
next one.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then you can take Grandma's Yellow Pie Plate, or what you think is expensive, and take it and have it appraised, and then you'll know whether to fight with your relatives.
That's exactly right. Whether or not you even want to keep that piece of
Exactly.
whatever.
Well, it'll have sentimental value if it was
sure it will.
Grandma's,
I'm
but
sure it will.
still. Okay, Backyard Barbecue Bash. Kansas City Barbecue Society State Champion Event, July the 27th and 28th. This is sponsored by Larry Hill, and there's a big ad in the newspaper, and it's at the Foothills Country Fair at the Tri-State Exhibition Center. So there's going to be all sorts of good stuff coming on out there, and concerts and things to do. And so check the banner, or you can go to foothillscountryfair.webs.com. I haven't seen two dots before.
Nope. And we've done 2 .coms today, and we're usually the .org queens.
I know it.
I don't understand
it. I don't either.
Now, Nancy and Louie Alford are coming on with us next week to tell us all about
it.
the
Oh,
fairs.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
they're going to tell us about all the food things and the barbecue
Activities
cook-off
and-
things, and it should be really, really good.
Oh, dear heaven. $10,000 prize money and trophies available to win. Get your recipe out.
That's exactly right. Start thinking about how you're going to cook that brisket.
Yes.
Okay, on July the 17th at 4 o'clock at Morningside, there will be a Veterans Benefit little session to how you would apply for veterans benefits and et cetera, et cetera. So that's 614-5424, and be sure that you check in on that if you're a veteran and need to know.
Yes, or if you know a veteran and they need to know. Bachman Academy is having 3 one-week residential sessions for students ages 12 to 17, July 8th, week of July 15th, and week of July 22nd, and you can choose 2 classes per week, and we talked about that. We had someone on from there, and it's veterinary science, equestrian studies, creative arts, woodworking. Anyway, you can get more information at bachmansummer.org.
We got your .org there. There we go.
Yes. So,
all right, I'm going to run these 2 real quickly in because we're going to have to go to a commercial break in just a minute. But His Hands Extended, their July 4th Freedom Celebration is going to be at First Baptist Church on July the 4th at 10 o'clock, and the Voices of Lee will be there. And then Waterville Baptist Church is going home, and they're tickled to death that they're not going to be at the Baptist Church downtown, and that's July 4th at 7 o'clock, and they're going to have fun food and inflatables and music and everything. So if you want to go out there and rejoice with them that they're going to be back
a real
in
homecoming.
They're going to have a real homecoming, exactly.
Yeah.
So folks, don't go away. We're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be right back with our first guest, and it's going to be fun. So do not go away.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Have annoying biting and stinging insects taken over your yard? Volunteer Rid-A-Pest can get it back. Make your yard a no-fly zone with Mosquito Guard. Volunteer Rid-A-Pest will eliminate these annoying pests, and you'll be able to work in your yard, have a pool party, a cookout, allow your children to play outside, or just sit outside and enjoy the evening. Volunteer Rid-A-Pest has developed an extremely effective treatment program that treats all shrubs, bushes, trees, and other foliage where mosquitoes and other biting, stinging insects live and breed. This material will not harm your plants or trees and leaves no harmful residue. This treatment program is safe for use around children and pets, but the best part is it's 100% guaranteed. If you are not 100% satisfied, Volunteer Rid-A-Pest will retreat for free until you are satisfied, or after 30 days, will cancel their agreement and refund 100% of your money. Give Volunteer Rid-A-Pest a call for a free no-obligation estimate. Phone 472-7736.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
And I told you not to go away, that we'd have some exciting things for you, and we do. And I just wish you could see this t-shirt. This is the cutest thing. This is Mary Lou Wood, and she's from the Bradley County Cannery, and she has on the cutest t-shirt that says "Just Can It," and it's got all these canned pears and pickle beets and pickles and
jams,
all kinds of stuff. So, just in case, Mary Lou, that nobody knows where our cannery is, please tell them.
Oh, it's on Peerless Road, just behind the farmers market, down by the recycling center. And we're not the recycling center office. We are the Bradley County Cannery. We got a great big sign there.
And they are, if you're coming from town, you pass the nursing home, and there they are. And if you're coming from out the other way, you pass Peerless Road Physicians.
Yes.
And there they are.
They're right beside the, turning right beside the drugstore.
Yeah.
Go down to the back, and just go all the way down to the bottom, and we're in the pine trees.
Now, let's tell everybody what a cannery is.
A very busy place.
And the spiffiest thing since peanut butter.
The first week we was open this year, we did 1,833 jars of food.
Bradley County is home to a community
In one day.
of
Oh, 1 week. One
Oh,
week.
okay.
1 week. And you can do anything. If you see it in the store that is canned, you can can it at the cannery. Except we don't like to do cream corn, and we definitely will not do meat. That's
Oh,
two things that you
okay.
can't can.
Okay.
But anything else, it doesn't matter if you are as dumb as a tick. We
That would
will
be me.
show, that's her line.
Yeah.
We can show you how. We let
Yeah,
you
all
do
you
it
have to
yourself.
do is, because I'll go down there.
I know you do.
I've already done my beets and I've done my green beans. Is that all I've done?
Did some black beans and pintos.
Yeah, I did some black beans and pintos. And I have the next 6 years worth of black beans and
Oh, I
pintos
bet you do.
done.
I bet you
40
do.
jars for one person.
I bet you do.
Anyway, and you just take your jars and your food, whatever you want to can, and
Your lids and
yeah.
make an appointment.
Yes, make an
Don't-
appointment.
make an appointment.
Okay.
And let me know
Literally
exactly what
walk
you're
you through
bringing and
everything.
how much you're going to bring, because I schedule the appointments by canners, how many canners it's going to take, or how many pots to cook in. And if you bring twice as much, you're going to knock somebody out of their canning space. So
Or
bring
you're not gonna get to finish
or
your
you're not
canning.
going to get to finish, or I'll be there at 5 o'clock, and they don't pay me that long. So yeah, I don't know.
And it gets real
exactly.
hot in there.
Oh, now that's another thing. What are the hours? Since you said they don't pay
I
you
am
for that.
there this morning at 5:30, but I take my first appointment at 6, and I like to get out by at least 1:30 in the afternoon
Because it gets real hot. It's
gets
not air
really hot.
conditioned.
6
to 1:30.
to 1:30.
Yeah, but my last appointment time is at 11, because it's going to take from 11 to 1:30 to get all those jars in the canners and out. So, my appointments are between 6 and 11.
Okay. Now my husband cans, and everybody
Good
that knows
for him.
me and knows Flavis knows that the kitchen is just at my house because it was built there. Okay, not because I wanted it, but he cans at home. But his mother had all these pressure cookers and everything like that. So
Hey, well, listen, we got this saying, roosters love to be the only rooster in the hen house.
That's
Send
fine.
him down, and we'll help him can if he wants to come down and can.
he does great. He's put up green
No, he
beans
makes some
already,
everything.
and he's already done all kinds of stuff. So
good for
so yeah, he loves doing that. And I say this is good. You do that, and I'll clean up the kitchen. Of course, I really didn't realize what that was going to
Yeah.
entail, what it all got. But let's talk about the cannery now.
Okay.
How many canneries are there in the state of Tennessee?
One.
One.
Hours.
Mine.
That is wonderful.
It is. And we really only need to do Bradley County residents canning. When we take people, our taxpayers are paying for this, lady. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. But that's your tax dollars at work. And Georgia taxes don't pay for it, and Meigs County taxes don't pay for it, and Knox County taxes don't pay for it. So we like for everybody to be from Bradley County.
Okay, now let me ask you this. At one time, did all the counties have a cannery, or?
No, there was 4 at one time, I understand.
Okay.
But 2 of them did in tin cans, not glass jars.
Oh,
And they charged you 50 cents per can to can it. And then I think there was another one that did, but they charged you. We don't charge.
okay.
You bring your
so-
stuff down there and you leave everything intact.
So we're the last cannery standing, and
And
now,
the best one.
and the best. Okay,
It is good. It is a
Now,
very good one.
was this something that the FDA or UT Extension, or how did the cannery come about?
University of Tennessee,
Okay,
and through our ag department here. And it started in, I believe, 1972.
oh, okay.
And all the equipment in there was used. It came off the submarine from somewhere, and they just put it in there and built it in. And it's all steam. And we still have the same building and most of the same equipment. Now, last year, thank God, we did get new canners. So we have all new canners right now, the pressure canners. But we still have some of the same equipment as before.
Wow.
But it's great. It is just great. And it's fun. I mean,
It is.
people ask me, why in the world do you want, after all the jobs I've had, I'm going to be dying known as the canning lady. They ask me, why in the world? It's fun. It's really fun. You can teach the oldest person or the youngest person something new. And they love it. Once you get in there, they just have the biggest time.
It's
just
community
fun.
too, because you'll bring your tomatoes in, and everybody. Like when I was there, we were all sitting around helping this woman peel her peaches. We'd steamed them, and there were just a bunch of us sitting around peeling peaches. And this one couple came in, and the guy was so funny. I mean, he was washing dishes, and he was trying to tell us he did all that stuff at home, but we knew better
Was his wife rolling her eyes?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that? Okay.
But they like to tell you that.
Yeah,
Anyway. They all do.
yeah.
I had 2 guys down there. Their dad is old. As a matter of fact, it's his dad's 75th birthday, and he celebrated his birthday at the cannery.
Cannery.
Well, how neat.
And those 2 guys said it's the best fun they'd had in months. They were coming back. They just loved it. They had a good time.
Oh, the people are wonderful.
Well, I can just imagine that it would be fun. Now, do you do jellies down there too?
Yes, jellies,
Okay.
jams, preserves. apple pie filling, blackberry pie filling, peach pie filling. You can it, you dump it out in the crust, and you got your pies. It was wonderful. All kind of jellies, jams, preserves, pickles, relishes.
Tomatoes, vegetables.
Yeah, soups,
Wow.
fruits, dried beans,
I'm going next Friday
chili,
and do vegetables.
spaghetti sauce, chili sauce.
I'm waiting on somebody to get the 8 deer that are in my garden right now. And as soon as they do, then I'd like for them to grind them up, and maybe I can do some chili and spaghetti sauce
Except
and
you
some
don't. You have to
lasagna.
do it meatless.
Oh, that's
Put your
right. You
meat in
said I
later.
can't do meat. Well, I'll have
You
to
weren't
do.
going to shoot Bambi, are you?
I'm not. I just now said I'm waiting on somebody.
At least
to do
in
this.
Forestry Service, turn the TV off. Yeah. My grandson would love to come visit you.
I'll tell you where I live. I really will. Don't anybody else listen to that. Okay. Now, did you hear what I was telling earlier about put the corn in the microwave for 4 minutes? And have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of it. Now, what we do is put it in a steamer.
Okay.
We've got a big steamer that
All right.
holds, you saw that down there. And then when you pull the shucks off, the silks come off with it. So it's good, but I have heard that you can shake it out there, but we just pull the shucks off and let the silks hang on to that. Or you can steam it out of the shuck, and the silks still come off really easy. They don't stick to it after you've steamed it like that.
That was just amazing to
I'm
me.
going to try that, though.
Well, I'm going to try it because I went to the farmer's market 2 weekends ago, or 2 Thursdays ago, and it's going to be today at First Street, and I got 12 ears of corn. Well, I hadn't seen that YouTube thing.
Yeah.
So I'm on my deck, shucking and silking and
Well,
but it makes you appreciate the corn
does.
when you get through doing that.
Well, now, we have a farmer's market just in front of our
Oh, I go
corner,
there.
too.
And it's
I go
Tuesdays,
to
Thursdays, and Saturdays. Yes, ma'am.
And they have fabulous corn up there, too. So
Yeah.
it's not going to one of the other ones. Please
That's
come
right.
to ours.
Well, Miss Shadden, I love
Yeah,
Miss Shadden.
Shirley.
And she's there just about every day.
Yep. Yeah.
And I
Well,
always just go right to her.
Yep, and she has the very first booth on the right as you come in, so you'll know her. She's got hair looks like mine, but except it's prettier.
She's a great gal.
Yeah.
Now, are you the only one that's out there at the cannery?
I am it.
Okay, so
Yes.
if 4 of us show, but you wouldn't book 4 of us at the same time, would you?
No.
What's your max to book at a time?
Well, it's going to what you're bringing.
Oh,
If
okay.
if it's pinto beans, it's going to take 90 minutes to can it and 30 minutes for your pressures to go down. I'm going to give you a 2.5-hour appointment. And usually that's 6 canners because they bring 50 pounds at a time. But if you're canning green beans, I make my appointments about every 35 minutes. They're 25 minutes to pressure. Then one can be processing while the other one's putting theirs in the canner. And I make them about 35 minutes apart.
So Brene and I could come at the same time.
If one of you just wanted to wait a little bit.
Well,
now,
that's- yeah.
if one of you came at the same time and you had just a bushel and you had 2 bushel, I can give you the big pot and you the small pot.
Yeah.
If I've got 2 appointments like that together where I can do it.
Now that's neat.
Because we book them by the pot or by the canners. How many ever canners it's
All
gonna
right, how many
take.
canners do you have?
6. They hold 19 apiece.
Okay.
19 quarts apiece or 30
Wow.
pints.
And see, that's what's so wonderful. I have a pressure canner at home, but you can only get 5 quarts in one of those
I know.
things.
And mine get 19.
Yeah, and time you do air conditioning and, it takes you 6 days to get it all done.
That's
and
another
taking
thing. We
everything-
do not have air conditioning.
No.
But we've got great big fans. And it's not really as bad as you think it
No.
is.
It's not bad at all.
It's not that
Even
bad.
though today's going to be 100 degrees.
Yes. It'll be about 1:30 or 2 o'clock. That's why I want to leave early.
Oh, that's why you go.
Yeah,
That's,
Yes, that's why I
okay.
go in at 5:30 in the morning.
I got you. I do.
Air conditioning causes condensation. Condensation drips into the food and everything else, so we can't have it. But we can
Okay.
have a fan that dries it out.
Now, who regulates the cannery?
Actually, the agriculture department here at UT does all over. We get a lot of our information from UT, but most of mine comes straight from the agriculture department.
Okay.
Robin and Kim and Kay.
Okay. Very good. Now, there was another question I wanted to ask you that was really important, and it's just I've had a senior moment, and I cannot. Oh,
No.
when your equipment goes down, because you said that some of your equipment had been there since '76. Do you ever have any equipment that goes down or anything like that?
Very seldom. Actually, very seldom.
Okay.
Yeah. Our steam lines could really use repaired, and we've got a boiler that we're praying for every day. We go in and we say our little prayer, and then we get up and we go on to work. But so far, it's been really good. It's held up, and our canners are new.
Okay.
And we've got all new blenders and mixers and purees and juicers and that kind of thing. And most of those are really new because we get donations from people down there sometimes, lots of times.
How
and we
neat.
take that and we buy stuff with it.
And see, that's what I'm saying. All you have to take is your jars your lids and your food. I mean, they have big bowls that you can put stuff in. They have stuff to cook it in. They have knives. They have, you know, what do you call those, funnels to put it in the jars. I mean, you know,
got
towels.
everything.
They have everything.
Now you go ahead and snap your beans before you get down there, right?
Please. Now,
Please,
you-
okay.
if you don't snap them, please come like an hour and a half early, and you can sit down there and join in the community. We can get them snapped for you, but you better come about an hour and a half early.
Mary Lou, thank you so much.
Yes,
This
you're
is
welcome.
another best kept secret in Bradley County that we don't want secret anymore. It's great to have you on with us today.
Yes.
And folks, Bradley County Cannery
And
over
it's
there.
not a job, it's fun.
It's
Yes,
fun.
it is
So
fun.
go buy your fresh veggies and go can.
Yes.
Don't go away. We'll be right back because we got some more exciting things to talk about. Thank you so much.
Bradley County is home to a community of resilient, compassionate families who want the best for each other. The tragedies of the April 27, 2011 tornadoes brought our community together to bring aid to the hurting and helpless. It is time to come together once more. The Bradley County school system is underfunded, and our future leaders are receiving their education in substandard learning environments. On August 2nd, you will have an opportunity to further impact our great community by voting for the wheel tax. A vote for the wheel tax will not only rebuild Blue Springs Elementary School, but it will provide a new facility that is engineered to meet the demands that technology places on the infrastructure. The overcrowded Walker Valley High School students and teachers will have much needed space and be able to use academic rooms for their intended purposes. The students and teachers of Lake Forest Middle School will no longer endure the hazardous conditions caused by the elements of nature and deteriorating classroom buildings. British philosopher Herbert Spencer stated, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action." Would you take action in the name of education and vote yes for the wheel tax? A vote for the wheel tax is a vote for the children and the future of Bradley County.
And we are back, folks.
We are,
It's good
yes.
to see you, and we're going to remind you that it's going to be hot. Capital H, capital O, capital T today.
Really?
Really hot. But we have with us Dan Hartman, who is
Tree man.
the tree man Dan, but I wasn't going to do that. Thank you, Bernay. But he is Assistant Parks and Rec Director. Is
Yes.
that correct? And that's for the city Parks and Recreation. We had the county on, so I thought I'd give equal time to the city.
That's good.
So, Dan, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Now, it's going to be 100 degrees. What pools are going to be open today?
Mosby's open with the splash pad, and Tinsley's open with their pool. And
And-
South Cleveland is still being built.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's going to
That's-
be real nice when it's done. It'll have a splash pad, a double water slide, and a water climbing wall.
What's a splash pad?
Basically, what you have is a flat piece of concrete that the water comes out through the ground through toys or through different apparatuses that sprays in the air, and you can walk through it, sit in it, run through it, whatever you want to do.
How neat.
That is.
So there's no, you're walking on concrete. But,
So we have one of those at Mosby.
Mosby has one already, yes.
Okay.
It's been in for about 4 or 5 years.
How neat.
And South Cleveland on South Church Street will be, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, it'll be open up and going.
Now,
good.
what time does the pool open today?
I believe it is 10 a.m.
Okay, good, because I'd say by 10:30 or 11 o'clock, there'll be some people wanting to go over there
Yes.
and jump in that
It's-
pool.
or that will already be there, and you'll be standing in the
Right.
water.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And then the pools usually close at,
Usually about 6.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they can go spend the whole
They can
day.
spend the whole day there if they, so we have, concession stands there. They can get, water or sodas or that kind of stuff, and that way you're not.
That was my first job at the North Cleveland pool, back where
Lifeguard?
American uniform. No.
Oh.
I was the locker girl. I had the key to the lockers, all the lockers. I got $0.25 an hour.
Wow, that's very good.
That's dating me.
Now, I know that you don't just have swimming pools, so tell us what else is involved in Cleveland Parks and Recreation.
We have many things, actually.
Actually, you
we
do.
take care of the Greenway, all 4 miles of it now, that runs from Willow Street all the way up to Mohawk. Just finished a new playground at Tinsley, which is incorporated into the Greenway, a new restroom there with a drinking fountain.
Thank you for the
Yes.
new restroom.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely.
Thank
I bet
you.
all the business people thank
Yeah.
you too.
And same way with, we got the new playground there at First Tennessee, just off Raider. And then the restroom down by the trailhead.
Yes, and people
Yeah.
thank you for that, too.
That one as well, yes. But
Absolutely.
we got all the Greenway to take care of, and we also have the, like I said, new playground at Tinsley. We're just, the Civitan is putting in a new playground for the city at Stewart Park,
Yes, they
which
are.
is
We
next
had-
door to
yeah.
Stewart School.
We had Anne Marie in, and she said that Parks and Rec were working with
Right.
them
Actually, I
on
looked
this
at it
project.
today, and it's coming along quite nicely.
Fantastic.
Great, yeah.
They got the equipment in, getting it cemented. They poured it'll be surrounded by a concrete walkway around it that actually I think they poured yesterday. Actually, Bank of Cleveland paid for the cement, and Caldwell Paving donated the labor.
How neat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's going to be
Community.
really nice. It's a community
Yeah.
effort, it really
Right,
is.
and it's an inclusive playground, so it's for handicapped,
Right.
physically handicapped, but you don't
Anyone
have
can
to
go.
be.
Anybody can
That's
go.
right.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got swing sets, you got, accessibility for everyone. So, I mean, and that's the great part about it. It's right near where the old one was.
Right.
And the restroom's right there. And
Restrooms again. We
Yes.
like
Hot
these
dog.
restrooms. I'm
Yes,
telling
we
you right
do.
now, we do. We
It's a
like
vital
restrooms.
part,
Yes.
Yes.
especially with little kids.
I was going
Yeah,
to say, there's
as-
nothing
and
worse
their parents.
than being
Yes.
in the park with a little
But we
kid.
got-
I got to go. I got to go.
That's
And
right.
you're like,
I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
That's not going to
I think we
happen.
all have,
Right.
yeah.
All right. So, and we've got that. So, what else do we have now?
We got Fletcher Park that's been around 15 years, passive use park out off Tennessee Nursery Road.
wonderful.
And that is
72
another
acres.
best kept secret.
It really
Yes,
is. It's
it
a
is.
great place if you just want to go and really commune with nature, I guess
Exactly,
you could say.
yeah.
Go out there. It's quiet. It's got a couple picnic pavilions and a small picnic area with tables, but
There's hardly ever anybody out
there's
there. I
it's,
mean, it's just
it's
if you want
really there's people
Yeah.
there, but it's not overwhelmed. I
Yeah.
mean, if you want a quiet place just to go walk the trail and see some
Wow.
wildlife, sit on a little fishing pier overlooking the creek. You
What'd
can
you
do
say,
that.
72 acres?
I think it's 72 acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I know the museum had somebody out there one afternoon. You had to sign up for a little tour,
Oh,
and he
yeah, I
took
did
you
that.
around edibles and
Right.
wildflowers and
medicinals
things like
stuff
that.
like
So,
yeah.
Yeah, there's a wealth of things out there, and of course, being an old nursery, there's some oddities as well.
It's an old nursery.
I
Yeah,
hadn't
it used
thought
to be.
about
It used
that.
to be a nursery. Yeah.
yes.
Tennessee Nursery. Is that the?
I'm not sure
Oh.
what.
Well, Tennessee
Well,
Nursery
Road,
Road.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Duh.
Yeah, as you walk through the woods and stuff, you can stumble onto a few things that make no sense to be there naturally. But knowing it's an old nursery, it's kind of, with me
Yeah.
being the forester as well, it's kind of fun to meander and see a
See
few
what they've done,
few
yeah.
oddities.
How neat.
But that's another neat place. It really
You
is.
need to have post with a sign an arrow that says oddity.
There's
The problem
a
is,
Can you name it?
sometimes that works, and other times it
Yeah.
gets beat up on. I hate to say that.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't understand that. You got to preserve it as well. But
Yeah.
but Fletcher's a really nice place. You got the
It
parking
is.
lot. You got the trails to walk through. There's a couple miles of trails in there. If you meander through, you got a raised boardwalk that goes over some wetlands.
Wow.
So an old spring house from the Civil War era. That
And
you
that's
can
really cool.
Look at.
That is cool.
That's
They
really
used,
cool, yeah.
It's from what I've been told that it was used almost like a resting area for the soldiers during the Civil War. That you can look at. We don't want getting in and
Right,
around it,
yeah.
but
Well, now, Flavis and I went out there when it first opened, and we've not been back, and that's a shame. Oh, I know. I should go back out there. So it's
Yes.
off of Tennessee Nursery Road.
Tennessee Road, yes.
And there's a parking area out there, you
Yeah,
say?
nice big area.
Nice big
And
area.
restrooms.
Yeah.
Good. We are big, Dan, on those restrooms. Okay?
That's what I'm learning.
Yes, always
do you
on the
get,
restrooms. And here again, we don't want Fletcher Park to be the best kept secret in
No,
Cleveland
No,
either.
it's someplace to go look at. It really is. I mean, you got as many qualities you could ask for. You got wildlife. There's deer running around you can look at, and I've even heard some people say a couple foxes will run by them at different times. You
There are
know.
gray foxes on the Greenway.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, they're in my backyard.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I back up to it. They drive my dogs crazy.
Wow.
But, yeah, and they've got, what do they call their babies? Kits? I
I'm not
think,
real sure.
yeah.
She's the tree man.
Tree man. Okay.
Okay.
Tennessee Wildlife.
All
So
right.
anyway, yeah, but they're between Willow and that part,
Okay,
that wildlife
right, between Willow and
area.
17th?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Okay.
word.
Gray
heavy-
foxes,
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
And what else do we have that you're responsible for?
Oh, golly.
Are you responsible for Johnston Park?
Yes, mowing
Okay.
it, maintaining.
Right.
Basically, we got Deer Park, which has the playground they did.
Yes.
Gosh, it's been 12 years ago, I'm guessing. Now 14, something like that.
But that is
that gets-
really
It's
utilized.
It
used
is.
heavily,
Oh,
yes.
it
Yeah,
is.
we maintain that. Johnston, like First Street Square, we maintain that, mow
Oh,
the
that's
grass.
yours too,
That's
okay.
Yeah, that's the Parks Department to maintain. Try to keep that cleaned up so everybody can use it like they want to.
Do y'all are you like over most of the mowing in the area
Yes,
and everything?
we mow all the parks,
Yeah.
clean the shelters 7 days a week, everything maintained in that regard.
Well, I'm out off First Street Square,
Mm-hmm.
right there between Ketch and CBC. And this morning we noticed that the sprinklers were on.
Yes.
We get real excited.
Yeah.
We run by the shop and say, the sprinklers are on. Okay.
Right.
Everybody can go do what they want to now. The sprinklers are on. But you don't keep them on all day.
No, what we try to do is every other day run them just so
Oh,
that
okay.
the water can soak in and it doesn't turn into a problem for people wanting to go out and use the facility and not have to worry about sprinklers popping on.
Right.
So
And-
I usually run them on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday cycle. And that way the weekend they're open, it's dried out by the time if somebody's using it on the weekend, and it's done for Thursday for the farmer's market that comes
Right.
in there. And so we try to balance it in for the usage.
And it keeps the grass alive.
Yeah.
That is true.
And right now,
Green looking.
everything's struggling to stay alive.
Absolutely.
With lack of water.
And I know that you all there's trash cans out, the outdoor
Right.
trash cans, and y'all do that out
Yes.
there at First Street Square. So I'm assuming you do that all over town?
Everywhere. Greenway, Tinsley, we got Tinsley with the ball fields. We take care of the tennis courts, swimming pool there. Yeah, we got a staff of actually 12 people that
Excuse me.
maintain all the parks and the street right-of-ways too. We mow all, like South Lee, North Lee, Key 25th, the bypass, the airport.
Y'all are busy fellers,
Yeah.
aren't you?
25th.
Wow. How
Yeah.
many people work?
There's actually 12 people below me that do all that.
And they
Wow.
only 12 people
Yeah.
to do all of Cleveland?
Yeah.
Now, that area on 25th Street,
Yes.
Yes, that's
that is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. There's no bathroom there, but that's
No.
okay. That's not the point.
you
It
don't
is
need to be
really-
walking on
As you
25th
come
Street
in
anyway.
off the interstate
Yes.
and to Cleveland, right there, that is just a beautiful
It'll
setting.
be continuous from I-75 all the way to the light past Julian, which is now Easy Auto.
Okay.
It'll go continuous all the way through when we're done.
Wow.
We got grants to do all that as well, but it's just timing to get it done. Yeah.
It's
it'll-
just beautiful.
It really is. It's
And,
worked out
and
very
of course,
well.
those crepe myrtles, you can't kill them.
That's good.
Well, I
And
know.
that is good. That
it's all
is-
irrigated, so
Oh,
it's all drip irrigated. Each
Okay.
plant has, we got a calculator where they're getting probably anywhere from 2 to 5 gallons of water a day, depending on what plant it is, and we can regulate it like that. So
speaking of that, if I'm driving down through town, occasionally I see this bag on the base of a tree.
yes,
It's water.
tree gator. It's called it's for water. Yeah.
Okay, how does it have water and then it just seeps it occasionally, or how does that work?
Right now I got crews out. They've been doing it all week. They go out, fill them up. They hold 20 gallons per bag, and you can zip up to 4 bags together depending on the size of the tree. And it'll take about 6 to 10 hours for the water to drip out, so it lands right in the root zone.
Wow.
We'll fill it up. Try to get them twice a week is our goal. But we do all the greenway, anything planted this year, as dry as we are right now, even last year, we'll double back. And you'll see some of the trees that planted 2 years ago that are struggling.
City Parks and Rec does
We're
a
busy.
lot.
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
you are busy.
People.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for what you do too.
Yes, thank you.
Cleveland is
And
a pretty town.
It is, and we're so glad that y'all think
Yes.
about bathrooms.
Yes.
But let me ask
Now
you
you
real
know.
quickly, the art that's going to go on the Greenway.
Yes.
Will that fall under Parks and Rec also?
Yeah, we'll have to make sure that, any graffiti is removed.
Oh.
We take the graffiti off. We've got some really good graffiti remover, and we've got actually preventative coat we'll put on a lot of the concrete buildings that they can still paint it, but a pressure washer takes it off and doesn't take the paint.
Oh, how neat. Okay.
So we try to prevent it by as much as we can with ease of removing it. But if they beat us to it, then we got some graffiti remover.
Wow.
We try to get it as soon as we find it, we get it off.
Well, and I
All we
can
need
imagine.
is video cameras and then send somebody out and break their knees. The people who are
very
doing
true.
it.
Or make them take it off.
That's
Yeah.
true.
With a toothbrush.
Right.
I noticed that Josh Coleman's putting his big yellow
Yes, I
chair
saw
out
that.
there. Now, where is that one going to be located?
That's near
Cleveland High School, isn't it? There,
it's
didn't I see it on?
Santec building in that
Oh,
between.
yeah, okay.
Oh, is that
Okay.
It's in that vicinity.
Okay.
I'm not real sure the exact location,
I
but I
think
know
that
it's
is
between.
such a neat idea.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I saw it yesterday. Maybe they were just moving it
They
or
may have been.
something, but
Like
they're
I
at
said,
First Tennessee
I thought it
building.
was. It may be
Yeah.
between Raider and
Yeah.
that Raider Drive in First Tennessee, or maybe a little farther up. I'm not sure where the exact location was, where they determined
There were a
where it
bunch
was
of
gonna
people
be.
around it. I
Right.
noticed
Our
they were moving.
Greenway is just marvelous. I
It's
mean,
a great
we are-
asset.
It is. It's such a wonderful asset. And even when you're looking to recruit people into town and you can say, we've got a Greenway, it's just it's
Well,
marvelous.
especially the way it's laid out. I mean, it gives you access. If you could ride your bike to downtown if you work
Right.
there, or kids can take it to school now.
Jump
Yeah.
on it anywhere.
To the high school, or
Soon as it
even
cools
Stewart
down.
School. I mean,
I plan on riding to the grocery store
right.
on it.
I mean,
That'll
and that's the
cut
great
down
part
on
about
impulse
it.
shopping too.
Vernay Beatty, retired. Dan, thank you so much for being on with us today. I don't
Thank
think
you.
people knew all of the things that
I
Cleveland
didn't.
Parks
That's
and Rec do.
amazing, yeah.
So now you
Thank you,
know.
thank you,
and
thank you.
Dan, thank you so much. Folks, don't go away. We have one more guest with us, and we'll be right back.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
And we are
Dan.
back, folks, and we're just having all kinds of little hustling around here. We were
Getting
thanking
stuff
Dan
done.
again for the
Yes.
bathrooms and setting up our little stage here. Tracy O'Connell from the Museum Center at 5 Points is with us, and we're so excited. This
Tell
is
us,
great.
Tracy.
This is just great.
What is this?
What
This is
This
exciting.
little train is made by one of our artists in our museum, what we call our museum gallery. And this train set is without its engine.
I noticed that.
Did you happen to notice that?
I did.
Well, that's because you have to come to the new depot to actually see the whole thing. That was just, we actually did this on purpose. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot the engine.
Hey, I was impressed.
I was impressed. I was biting hook, line, and sinker.
But isn't that cute how he made that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, but this is the biggest one he's ever made. Every time we get trains in from Mike Markham, they sell. And
Well, I can imagine.
so this is
Now,
the
this is
biggest
a family heirloom.
Yeah,
Today-
I
I
think
this
so.
for a
Right.
grandchild. This
Today at 11 o'clock will be the dedication of the
Yes.
depot. So we have a bunch of dignitaries going to be there. So that's one reason we want to talk about the train today.
Yes.
How exciting.
We are lucky enough to have a mini exhibit in the new depot.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
and
How
it's going to have
neat.
the. A lot of people don't realize this. I know I didn't until I actually went to work at the museum. But the 4th time period in our museum is solely about the train coming to Cleveland, because the train coming to Cleveland industrialized Cleveland
Right.
and put us on the map.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
So we're very excited about all the hula about the new depot being
And it's
restored.
right in your back door.
It is.
tomorrow.
It is. So we're going to be there, and we have a lot of other merchandise that we sell in the store related to the depot. It's a very historic part of Cleveland, so we're proud to display that.
Well,
5
I,
points is where it's happening.
Yes, it is.
I grew up riding the train. My granddaddy worked for the L&N Railroad, and I had a free pass. I mean, my mother had the whole family had free passes. And you just go down to the depot and get on the train and go to Knoxville to shop and get on the train and come home, or
How
get on the
cool.
train and ride up to my uncle's in Cincinnati and
Wow.
get on the train and come back. So I loved the train.
Yeah.
In fact, on my bracelet, I've even got a little train engine.
Charm.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Because the trains have always meant
Yeah.
so much to us. But let's talk
So
about
that's
the museum.
that's one thing going on at the
Okay.
museum. The most important thing going on at the museum is we do have restrooms.
Very good.
They will be
Yes,
happy. These girls will be happy
right.
to know.
That is right.
And
Yes.
they are, thanks to Phyllis and Kelly and their gang, they are always spotless.
And I have visited them before. They
Yes,
are really
I
nice.
have too.
Look at that cute thing you've got
I'm
in
going
your
to tell
hand.
you guys just a couple of things coming up at the museum. This is a mug,
Yes.
and we are having a class next. Let's see, the 9th. It's the first day of our art camp, and
okay.
the artist that creates these teaches a class, and he's going to be teaching at our art camp. And it's July 9th, and it's $25, I think, if you're a member, maybe 30 if you're not, or
Right,
20
something
and
like that,
25.
yeah.
And they fill up. It's so we did it a couple of months ago.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is this a self-portrait? of
Well,
the guy?
actually, the gal that works at the museum made that for her husband, and it really looks like him. That looks like Jennifer White's husband, Stan.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Stan.
Okay.
Hey, Stan.
Yes,
Stan.
But isn't
Stan.
that cute? I mean, if you can see, I mean, they're precious. So it's filling up fast. So call and get your ticket to do that. We still have a few spots for our second art camp. Our first art camp is finishing up this week, and it's the older kids. So the next week is rising 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades, and that's July 9th through 12th.
Great.
So call if you're interested in having your child come. They are having a ball this week. It's been great. They've done everything from painting, and they did pottery. Of course, Rob Withrow came down from the John C. Campbell Folk School and taught this, and they actually got to make these. I don't know if the
Wow,
younger
how
kids get to
neat.
make them. I'll have to find out. Okay, so moving on, after art camp, our next big thing is the July 5 Points Art Festival.
Yes.
Which is going to be bigger than ever. We polled our artists and said, okay, what can we do to make this festival better? And they said more people. And our sales were rising, but that's because we were selling some of our big ticket items. And so we want all our artists to do well. Mike Markham, who is a phenomenal workman with wood, he and his wife actually, she helps him make them. They have price points from $3 and $4, small wooden toys, and they're heirlooms. I've given them to my nieces and nephews, and they don't tear up. And so we're trying to get families in. So with that, we went to Nancy. Nancy's on my steering committee, and I said, all right, how can we kick this up and make it big? Oh, bring out your antique fire truck. And we have the Main Street Cruise in that weekend, and we'll get them to all. So we have so many fun things going on. It's July 28th and 29th. which is Saturday and Sunday. The most artists we've ever had at our festivals before are 25. We have 35 artists coming.
Wow.
They're going to be all over the inside of the museum. And then over on Nancy's back porch, we're going to have sidewalk sales, music. The most killer thing of all is we're going to have an Art is Fun tent. And that's where we have art projects, free make and take art projects for kids. And Cyan, Tony Eubanks, and he's got a big group of volunteers. They're doing 2 art projects for every child, and they're all free. And we're going to have lawn games and lots of food vendors, and we're going to have the Don Ledford Automotive is our sponsor, and they're going to have some of their pretty new cars out on the museum lawn. So that's going to be fun. And then the preview party, which is always a big deal on Friday night, is going to be, it's sort of taken on a life of its own. It's being called Timeless Appalachia. And Don Dudenbostel and Tom Jester, who are the creators of Vanishing Appalachia, which is maybe the most successful exhibit we've ever had, they have agreed to come to our preview party and talk about the timeless Appalachian traditions that they grew to love doing. The exhibit that we have there now ends Saturday, and it's the culmination of their lifetimes of work. So these are photographs from 30 years ago. The original families of the original serpent handlers are in their photographs. Yeah, they have KKK photographs. They have beautiful Mennonite children, and of course they have Popcorn Sutton, and we have some Popcorn Sutton moonshine cocktails that we'll be serving up at the preview party. The preview party is free to members, so if you're not a museum member, you may want to think about joining. You can bring friends and family for $10 a ticket. And so we hope you guys will really come out and support us at the 5 Points Arts Festival. We're very excited about all our artists and the art.
We're all excited about this.
Very excited.
And I will say, you really should join the museum. It's another, we hope, not best kept secret in Bradley County. But the thing I love about it, I get emails all the time. I get this really cute decorative email that comes in with a picture of the museum on it that tells me everything that's going to happen. So I already knew about the mugs because I thought, oh, gee golly, wonder if I could sign up for that. And but I didn't know about the trains
Flavus on a cup.
Yeah,
Flavus on a
don't
cup.
know. That might be a little more than we
Get
need.
him a mug.
Mug mug.
A mug.
Mug mug. That's
the next
great.
big event is we are losing our president of the board, who is Van Deacon, and he has been such a go-getter. And he's rolling off the board, and we're getting a whole new crop coming on, and we're excited about that. But we'll hate to see Van go because he's been so beloved and treasured, but he and Ken have worked so hard on a brand new event called the Brouhaha. And the Brouhaha is a beer festival which has amazing festivities. If you like good beer, this is for you. Hard to get one-time brews are going to be there. Craft beers from local brewers are going to be there. You're going to learn a lot about beer and how it's made, and make connections with other people who are either micro brewers in their own backyard, like Mr. Deacon. He calls it, what does he call the chapel in his backyard? It's his work. He has an actual wood shop back. He's very talented. If you didn't know that about him, he's
so's his wife.
Yeah. And they make homemade beer back there, so they're so support your local craft brewers and vendors, and enjoy good food, good music, and good fellowship. The tickets are for designated drivers, $10. You can come and just play around, listen to good music. They're gonna have great bluegrass. A regular ticket is $30, and a VIP ticket where you can go in the back and get really good food is $40. So that's what you really want to get.
Okay, that's neat to know.
That is August 4th from
now,
4 to 8 p.m.
Let me ask you
Y'all
about
gonna be real busy.
this.
We're very busy. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing.
Red, white, and blues.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
July the 3rd.
It is July 3rd.
Okay, so we need to talk about that for
Yes.
just a minute because it's coming up.
Yes,
Yeah,
next
next
Tuesday
week,
night at 7 o'clock. And we had it last year. And Don
Bendrum.
there you go,
Don Bendrum.
is going to direct. It was packed, and it's all the burgers and chips and fixins you can eat for $5, and you get to listen to this wonderful band. So come out if you want to do something fun with the family for July 4th on July 3rd.
Right.
Yes.
And that's, don't forget, because that's sneaking right up on us.
It is.
And y'all tell me when Joe comes around the corner and
when
says
he-
3
that's
minutes, because
okay.
I got a lot to talk
Have
about.
you? Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Don't quit interrupting. You-
Okay,
you go.
no. I keep looking for him.
I know. Don't worry about it.
I keep looking for it.
We ignore it a lot.
The next exhibit, as I said, Vanishing Appalachia, is ending Saturday. If you haven't seen it, you need to come see it. It's amazing.
I told a friend of mine they needed to get over there the other day.
Thank you, Nancy. You are such a good museum member. From August to October, we're having the 100th year of Girl Scouting exhibit. So we have a lot of Girl Scouts helping with the art festival. They're going to help with the games, and they're going to help in the hospitality room, serve the artists. We always do a little thing for the artists. So be sure and come to that. We have a new Rags to Riches sale coming back. We had it years and years ago at the
yes, and I
museum.
loved that.
Yes. It's going to be October 12th and 13th, so do not clean out your closets and your garages yet. Save it for October. Put it in a pile and bring it down. There's going to be a preview party Saturday, the 11th. Let's see, I've got that wrong. Friday, Saturday. The preview party is the 11th, which I think is Thursday. So more details will be coming in your little email that we send.
To members.
To members, and if you're not a member and you want to get it, all you have to do is call us and give us your email address, or next time you're in the museum, sign up, because we will send you an invitation to get our emails. You don't have to be a member, but if you're a member, you get a real newsletter, and it's paper and everything.
And it's nice.
And it is
It's
nice.
printed on slick paper, and it's got photographs and everything. It's really, really nice.
Usually it's got some of them in there. And in fact, it often has Mary Lou Woods in there, because she didn't even brag about this. She is one of the best museum volunteers we have ever had. She rocks it, and we miss her. I can't wait till canning season's over to get her back. Okay, the next thing is the Holidays at 5 Points tree auction. Last year it was a smash.
Yes.
And that's November 2nd, and that's where Cleveland's most talented decorate trees 4 feet and under, and wreaths and table things, anything Christmas. And the food is amazing, and so are the holiday art that you can buy. And then December, let's see, our next art festival is December 1st and 2nd, and the preview party is November 30th.
Great time to Christmas shop.
A great time to Christmas shop, and we probably won't be able to do quite the level of preview party that we're going to have for the 5 Points Arts Festival, but you never know. I mean, we have so many. That was what you heard when Mary Lou was there. I was over there knocking things down. Are we down to 1 minute?
Just about,
Oh,
yes.
Okay, well then real quick, I
you
just
can
want to
come
say,
back.
I'd love
See,
to.
I've already got you booked for
good.
yeah, one day in July. I can't remember, but
Good.
anyway.
Well, I'll talk faster
So we
then.
can talk about that. That's what I thought we would talk about then in July, is the 5 Points Arts Festival, and really get some details about that. What I'm trying to do is have Tracy or someone from the museum on at least once a month to tell us about what's going on, because there's something exciting going on over there all the
That's
time.
what I said. They're so busy.
Well, they just had the flower show.
I know it.
Oh, it was
And-
great.
yeah.
And they were great shoppers. Those ladies just tore our museum gallery up.
That is great.
We loved it.
That is great.
They were
And
great
see, that's what
shoppers.
it's all about, folks. It's really, you need to
It really
get in
helped,
there.
yeah.
And Tracy, thank you so much. And I think I've got you, I've got a calendar right here. We'll look and see when I've got you again. But it's always great to have someone from the museum, especially Tracy. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And folks, it's been a great day, and we
It
just
has.
want to remind you,
It's going to be hot.
H-O-T in capital letters. Keep yourself hydrated, keep your pets hydrated.
And in the
Stay
shade.
inside and in the shade. And thanks so much, and have a great day. And we'll be
Smooch
back
and
next
pooch
week.
inside.
Yes.
See you later.